Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and this is a very different change of pace for Cereal at Midnight. I'm coming at you from the back deck of Casa de Midnight, the Cereal at Midnight headquarters, and there's a ton of birds out here, and if it sounds like I'm in the Amazon jungle, I might as well be. If you see a monkey swinging by, it would not surprise me. But there's a lot of bird activity here, so I apologize. Maybe it's nice. The beautiful birds song. The birds and the bees, and I'm Lawrence Welk all of a sudden. Guys, the reason for this video is we are doing an unboxing of the recent Warner Archive 4 for 44 sale. I love this sale. This sale happens a few times every single year, and I know some of us in the fan community have been counting down the days. Warner Archive is one of my favorite labels, and I always love to support the sale whenever they have one. Here's the thing. They announced the sale in the AM of the day that it was announced, and by the PM, late PM, the sale had been suspended due to it's related to the current climate, the health issues that are going around. That I guess it was considered maybe a non-essential business, and it was just kind of nixed. So as of this video, if you didn't get your order in when that sale went up in just a matter of hours, the sale was suspended, but I did get my order in as soon as it went up. Hopefully you did too. We'll have to see what happens when some of this blows over, if the sale comes back. But in the meantime, we don't know. That's the thing, we don't know. But I do have my Warner Archive order here, and I thought it'd be fun to share the unboxing experience with you guys. Just show you what I picked up, and then of course we'll circle back around later in a review palooza, and we'll actually talk about the movies themselves. But I thought it'd be fun to talk about what I picked up during the sale. So with all that being said, I have pre-cut the box, so all I have to do is open it like that. All right, we got some nice secure packing cushioning. Okay, nice. Let me put the box down here. I grabbed Paul Newman in Harper. Is this showing up okay? You guys see that okay? Paul Newman in Harper. This is a 60s movie. What year is this? 1966. Okay. Paul Newman, Lauren Bacall, Julie Harris, Arthur Hill, Janet Leigh, Pamela Tiffin, Robert Wagner, Shelley Winters. You guys, what a cast. This is a movie I've never seen, but you know what? I saw the trailer for this on one of those Umbrella trailer compilations. I can't remember which one it was. You know, there's so many of those Umbrella trailer compilations, but I think the bird that just flew, the bug that just flew by my head was the size of a bird. But I saw the trailer for this movie, and I was like, I gotta see this movie, because you know I love 60s awesomeness. I love that sort of thing. So I will have a lot more to say about all. You know, a lot of these were blind buys for me, but I will have a lot more to say when we actually circle back around for reviews. So fear not, we will review these, but this is just an unboxing. I know some of you guys hate the unboxing videos, but they serve a purpose, product awareness. We also want to support our friends at Warner Archive. I'm jiggling the table, so I got to be careful. Okay, the next one, I grabbed The Thin Man. The classic, you know, there was a whole series of Thin Man movies. This is William Powell, Myrna Loy, Maureen O'Sullivan. I love me some 30s goodness. What year is this? Let's see, 1934. I'm going to struggle with a year for every one of these. This is 1934, and classic kind of a investigation movie. It's got let's see, it's an adaptation of Dashiell Hammett's novel, so it has like high pedigree. It's an MGM title. It's directed by W.S. Van Dyke. Sounds like I'm in Jurassic Park. I've been wanting to grab this for a long time. This was the excuse for me to grab it. Hopefully, we can see the rest of the Thin Man series come to Blu-ray via Warner Archive. So that was our second pick. I think we've got 7 total. So I'm gonna stick this up here. You know what? The wind will carry this away. I guess I'll put it back down where it was. You guys, Corvette Summer. Mark Hamill, Annie Potts. My goodness, I'm crushing hard on Annie Potts in this movie. She is adorable. She's just like so small. She's so diminutive, but the personality is so big. And this is Mark Hamill, just so like angry and kind of aggressive acting in this movie. It's kind of like, I don't know that he smiles at all in this movie, but of course we know him as Luke Skywalker and as the voice of the Joker. But this was the movie right after, I believe this is 77. No, it's 1978. It's right after Star Wars, and he had all these opportunities that were opened up to him. What does he do? He does Corvette Summer, a guy looking for his car. Annie Potts is in the mix, and she's a firecracker. And I love this movie. I know this has for a long time it had kind of a camp reputation, or a like, don't take it seriously. I actually think this is just a legitimately good movie, especially for 70s movies have their own vibe. They have their own just sort of existential whatever quality. 70s ennui. But anyway, so I grabbed Corvette Summer. I've been waiting. Just look at the cover, you guys. Look at Annie. Look at that art of. I think there's better lighting on this side. Look at that art of Annie Potts. Look at the Corvette. Did you get a good look at the back? I'll show you the back again. I love Corvette Summer. Next, Footlight Parade. You see, I grabbed a lot of classics in this. This was really my. Been waiting to grab some of these older Warner Archive releases, 30s films. Footlight Parade has James Cagney, Joan Blondell, who I'm a big fan of, Dick Powell, Ruby Keeler, and it's a 1933 musical. Just imagine James Cagney. We give Cagney all the credit for being the the gangster, with angels with dirty faces kind of a guy, But he was also a song and dance man, He was it's just like, see, you know what I want to do? See, I want to go out there and I want to dance. I want to soft shoe. See, I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to entertain the people. See, like we don't associate that with Cat. Well, some of us do, but he's not. That hasn't been his reputation over the decades. So 1933, very early musical. From some would say the glory days, the golden age of the musical, certainly the golden age of Hollywood. But you put Cagney in there, you put Joan Blondell in there, and I'm there because I want to see that. All right, we've got 3 left on that note. 42nd Street, not 42nd Street Forever, the original 42nd Street, another very popular musical. Naughty Gaudy Bawdy. This one says a Naughty Gaudy Bawdy movie musical landmark. 1933. So another 1933. So both of these are 1933 musicals. Who is in this one? Just want to make sure I do it justice. Okay, let's see. Warner Baxter, Bebe Daniels, George Brent, Una Merkel, Ruby Keeler, Guy Kibbe, Dick Powell again. So, by the way, we're doing special features on these? This has a lot of special features. It's got a Footlight Parade, music for the decades, 2 vintage featurettes, 4 vintage cartoons, Honeymoon Hotel, Young and Healthy, One Step Ahead of My Shadow, and Sitting on a Barnyard Fence. I remember that one. This one has 3 vintage featurettes. Harry Warren, America's Foremost Composer, Hollywood Newsreel, A Trip Through a Hollywood Studio, a retrospective featurette from book to screen to stage, and 2 vintage Warner Brothers cartoons, Shuffle Off to a Buffalo and Young and Healthy. So, musical, historical goodness. Let's see. Which one do I want to end this with? Okay, we'll go with this one. Popeye. The Popeye in the 1940s, Volume 3. I have Volumes 1 through 2. I somehow missed Volume 3. I'm not even sure how that happened, but I just kind of overlooked it and I missed it. And now here it is. I got Volume 3. These restorations look fantastic. I grew up with these cartoons, just like broadcast TV in the afternoons and on the weekends, and they never look so good, you guys. These look really fantastic. There's no real special features, but I would argue that the shorts themselves are the feature, and we are lucky to have them. Gratitude is a big part of what we try to do here, and I'm just grateful that these shorts are being restored, because there's a lot of work that's involved in this. Cost, work. You got to have experts that know what they're doing. I'm just grateful, it's just gratitude that we have these cartoons looking better than we ever have before. So I was really happy to pick this up, and I hope that by my purchases of these titles, we will continue to see these things, the Tex Avery collection. Recently they put out the Tom and Jerry Golden Collection Volume 1. It got reissued by Warner Archive. I still need to grab that. But we're just living in an age right now where we're just getting all this classic animation restored and presented to us in a quality that we have never before seen. If you're only familiar with these shorts from DVD, or even if you have like old VHS tapes or something like that, Blu-ray is a revelation. And sometimes I kind of assume everybody that watches this channel is into Blu-ray, but that's not, I find out sometimes that's not necessarily the case. If you're into animation preservation, I highly recommend you grab these. Blu-ray players like $35, $25 at Walmart. It's never been so cheap, and these cartoons have never looked so good. So Blu-ray, it's worth it, man. So I'm supporting these releases every chance I get. So here is the last title from the haul. Wait Until Dark. Audrey Hepburn, Alan Arkin, and Richard Crenna. This is another one that I saw the trailer for this on one of those Umbrella trailer compilations, and it looked amazing. It was kind of, this movie wasn't even on my radar, and it's like Audrey Hepburn is blind. We kind of just do this is now to her left. Susie, recently blinded and still learning how to live in a sighted world, and Roat, a psychopathic killer. Roat wants a heroin stuffed doll he thinks Susie has. All Susie wants is to survive. Dim the lights, check the door chain locks, and brace yourself for a chiller as polished as the steel of Roat's blade. Audrey Hepburn earned her 5th Academy Award nomination as Susie. Alan Arkin is pure evil as Roat, master of disguise and accents. Jack Weston and Richard Crenna co-star as his henchmen, building up to a heart-pounding one-on-one confrontation. Wait Until Dark belongs to the screen's most memorable thrillers. That's the idea. It's like she's blind. They break into her house. They want something that's in her house, and it's just this. It's a home invasion movie with the added element of blindness. You know, we kind of saw something like that recently with, you know, there was a thriller with a blind person in a house, but that was kind of a variation on this. But look, this goes back to the 60s. What year is this? 1967. So that idea has been out there for a long time. Nothing is really new. That we can always trace it to an earlier source. So Wait Until Dark. You guys, this is my Warner Archive 4 for $44 sale haul. If you did not get in on the sale, hopefully when all these health issues that are going on right now blow over, the sale will be extended, because I think Warner Archive wants to continue the sale. I would imagine, I have no inside knowledge, but I would think that they would want that sale to continue as well, because it's good for business. And right now, you know, I will say we're not really going to talk about what's going on in the world outside. We're not going to talk about the negative stuff that's happening. We're going to try to continue to focus on bringing you an escape from all of that. But if you're supporting smaller labels, if you want to support, you know, these are they're an arm of Warner Brothers proper, but this is not, you know, this is not Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. This is its own kind of a separate thing. If you're able to support any of these smaller boutique labels, some of these smaller boutique releases, they could certainly use the help right now. That's what I would say. So we're kind of trying to do our part here, but I'm so happy to get these. Hopefully we'll be placing another order, you know, when we, hey, good news, guys. We'll be like, hey, good news, the sale is back on, and maybe you can think about some of these when you place your order. But you know what, let's do a thumbnail really quick, because I have a thumbnail, but I like this one better. Maybe I'll just hold it like, yeah, we'll do it like this. Just be like, ah. And there we go. We got a thumbnail, and you were there for it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Take care. What are you watching? How are you spending your time right now? What are you picking anything up? What are you discovering anything new? Let's just continue these conversations in the comments below, because this is a great time to lean into community and to just build each other up. So guys, thank you so much. Take care, and until next time, I will catch you later.